We were all sitting in an evening session, and we were in the front row, which I'm not a big front row person as it is, but we were all sitting there, and it was the night that we could let loose our baggage, all the stuff we were carrying with us. And we were sitting there, and I was front row. Seniors decided to sit right, about eating the stage. And I turned around, and I didn't realize how many kids were in there. And I looked up, and I seen 2,000, 2,500 kids with their hands up and doing the same thing I was, and kind of brought me to tears a little bit. I was like, man, it's crazy to think how many kids my age are doing the same thing I am, and all it takes is to get in one spot with everybody, and then to be able to take that home, I thought was really cool. I think it's knowing that you're not the only one, and I think a lot of kids my age, especially going into college, it's not really many people go, especially me. It's just, it's not that big a deal. I can worship on my own time. But when you go to a place like that, and it's almost like you can't sit there and not do what everybody else is doing. It's almost impossible. And once you start doing that, it gets you connected with Christ in a different way that a lot of kids don't get to experience on a daily basis. And once you reignite that flame, it just carries you where you wouldn't think you'd be able to go. I came up with a plan since I'm leaving for college. I think a big one for me was I need to come up with something that I can take into going into college to keep with my faith. I made the decision to reignite my faith line with myself there. And so I came up with an idea of 15 minutes. So I'd spend 5 minutes reading the Bible, 5 minutes journaling about what I read, and then 5 minutes just praying, just speaking to God, and let Him talk through me. And I think starting that eventually moved to more time, but I think just something simple that I could start out with would be great. So that'd be my big takeaway. My big personal win was I decided to reignite my faith. They had this deal where you stood on a board and you read a verse, and you had the chains in your hand. It was pretty cool. They had chains. That way you could feel the weight of all the baggage that you were carrying around with you. You read the verse, and then your youth leader read the next verse that you were freed, and you got to drop the chains, and it literally felt like your body got drained out of all the stuff that you were carrying around. And I thought that was just awesome to see that many kids do that. It was really cool. I would just like to thank each and every member of Third City just for being able to have the income to support us as a youth ministry. I think that is absolutely awesome that a lot of our kids have scholarships and other things for us just to be able to go and not have to worry about, man, I don't have enough of the funds to be able to go, and I don't have the income, the capacity to do it. And so you are all a blessing that we are able to do that, and especially for a lot of kids that don't get the opportunity for us to be able to invite them and say, hey, you need to be here, we will take care of you, and stuff like that. And I think that's just awesome. So I appreciate all of your support, and a great thanks from the youth ministry. My name's Owen, and I am a kingdom worker.